Hello everyone and welcome to Kadoink Studios. I am Kadoink and this is attempt number 3 at casting Week 1's STL game between BskTeamB and Opportunity. This is game number 6 and introducing our players we have Boisterous.
Indeed you do. Spawning up here in the top left hand corner we have BskTeamB's Bjorn as the dark green Zerg, and down here in the bottom left hand corner we have his opponent Cuddles spawning in as the orange Protoss. And if anybody's ever wondering why we're uploading this basically during week 2, it's because A, the SCL, which is the league we're commentating, has not yet started week 2 today. The first match of week 2 is tomorrow, and that's how I'm rationalizing it in my head. And it's because Kadoink's computer sucks.
Well, it might not be my computer, it might be something else. Actually, if any of you are watching this and you have any information on this, I'm going to give you a quick spiel. I have this Toshiba that has an HDD protection, and I'm wondering if that's causing like some weird issues. So if you had any issues with that, or you know anyone who had issues, or you know anything about that, please post a comment.
Indeed, that would probably help us both out.
Yeah.
Especially since we're going to be like streaming Diablo 3 and stuff starting tomorrow, and it's going to be kind of major. I think we should probably learn that.
Yeah, because everything else is running super smoothly. And you know what? I also noticed I do not have sound because Skype is evil and turns the sound down. It's like very, very quiet.
That's alright. That's okay. It
Yeah.
can be like the golf noises. It can be like the bird that we put in the background that's like not actually not on the map on the golf course, you know?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that news story from a couple of years ago?
I did
they
not.
Put the wrong... Oh.
I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Okay, we'll discuss this later. Anyway, we have the Forge going down for Cuddles, and that is going to be a Forge FE on Taldering Altar, quite the standard play. I'm waiting to see if there's going to be a 15 hatch, and indeed there is going to be a 15 hatch coming out from BskTeamB Bjorn. Of course, it's not going to be hatch first, it's actually hatch after spawning pool, because Bjorn is not quite a manly man. I mean, he's kind of manly, he's just not super manly.
And I'm just now hitting 310, just to make sure we are all good and sunk.
We're all synced up.
Good. So we do have the Nexus going down as well as a cannon. It looks like Cuddles is going to be defending up. He'll be putting down a gateway right here to block that little choke further, and he looks like he's in a pretty good position.
He is in quite the fantastic position. His Nexus is going to be up before the Zerg's hatchery. Actually, no, it's not, because hatcheries build faster. I forgot.
Yep.
Did they build faster? Actually, wait. No. The hatchery got dropped first? Did he build the cannon before he built his Nexus? That's an odd choice.
I don't know, but I do know I was just able to turn up the sound without fraps flipping out, so that is good news. And
wait, does that mean that you like opened up the menu and paused the game?
No, no. I just tabbed out and turned up the volume.
Nice job.
I'm at 425. We're in sync
still. Quite fantastic, Kadoink.
Yeah.
Well done. And now we should actually get back to this game.
Yes, sorry everyone.
Technological things kind of suck, which is why we're going to start doing live commentaries starting with week 2. We're actually going to like hunt down people that are having matches, and we are going to stock them into games and then just commentate their games live.
Yep, and then when Heart of the Swarm comes out, all our problems will be gone for good. Hopefully.
Dude, I am so excited. I hope that's in beta. If that's not in the Heart of the Swarm beta, if shared replays are not in the Heart of the Swarm beta, I'm going to punch something.
Dude, I'm just going to like hold out and not get StarCraft 2 until they put it in. Actually, that's not true. I don't have
You already got StarCraft 2.
I mean, the expansion. You know what I meant.
Yeah, you're not gonna hold out, Kadoink. You need to get used to it. So that when the tournaments hit $500 million, you can just go off and become a pro gamer and absolutely destroy everybody.
That's true. That is my plan. We do have Bjorn going for a Roach Warren. I think this is a very good decision in PVZ. Excuse me. Roach is very, very strong against Protoss, and especially against a Forge Fast Expand. There's a lot of really nice timings you can do where you kind of hit that like pretty early and pretty hard. And also the fact that he is going for a Forge Fast Expand means Bjorn's a little, he has the ability to kind of macro up and get a lot of drones without worrying about any kind of early attacks.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that Bjorn didn't go for like a fast third. That's usually the standard protocol whenever you get Forge Fast Expanded. Of course, I guess that makes sense because on Taldering Altar, you can't really build units that early, or at least you don't want to, so you can't tear down those rocks. Yep. So instead he would have to go for his like oddly placed third. But I still think it would have been better to go for a third in almost every situation because honestly, especially in positions like this where your third is further away from his main than your main is, I think it's just worth it more.
Yeah, it depends on the positioning. However, I will have to disagree. I think it is a little bit more safe because this open base to the right of Bjorn is actually a very, very risky base to defend. We saw in a few tournaments DRG, because he goes for a fast third all the time trying to do this on Tal'Darim, and I think it was against Huck. He just got absolutely punished for taking that expansion. It's very easy to keep a pylon somewhere on the side, maybe here, or maybe over here, and then you can warp in some Zealots, maybe even some DTs if you're placed sort of along the line of Huck, and you can really punish the Zerg player for not having a very protectable third. So in most cases I would agree to take the third, but on Tal'Darim I think that Bjorn is going for a pretty good decision. He's going to be going for a much earlier timing attack, and he wants to kill his opponent a lot quicker rather than going for that third.
Yeah, and this is going to be a very fast timing attack. Of course, not quite fast enough because we do have 2 Stargate Void Rays coming out. And Void Rays are pretty good against Roaches. Plus the fact that there are 5 cannons at the front, I think this might be ill-fated.
Yeah,
planting the 5 cannons was definitely the right decision for Cuddles.
Yep. We do have the Roaches coming in. Zerglings do slip into the natural. It looks like they will be able to pick off this Stalker. However, the cannons are doing quite a bit of damage to everything else. But Roaches are very, very strong, and so they will be able to pick off at least 2 of these cannons, if not 3. And yes, it looks like the third cannon does go down, and now he'll back off.
Yeah, he's just waiting for that next wave of Roach reinforcements to come in, and he is going to be re-engaging on that Forge, getting ready to go. This is still quite a lot of Roaches. However, the first Void Ray is done, and this is kind of going to signal the death knell for these Roaches. They're not going to live through the next couple minutes.
That's true. However, they can do as much damage as possible before they all die, but the second Void Ray has now popped out, so this will take care of these Roaches a little bit sooner. And really, Bjorn is going all in here. He's sending Roaches across the map to Cuddle's base. He really wants to take him out. However, the Void Rays are just going to shut that down. A third one is now out, and so he will have to be, he'll be forced to play, he'll be forced to put down this Evolution Chamber, which he is doing.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised he didn't put down that Evolution. Actually, no, I guess he did put it down pretty quick. However, I mean, like, it's as soon as you see Void Rays, you drop that Evolution Chamber. I think the Evo should have been done and, like, 1 Spore Crawler already by the time these Void Rays are going to hit his base, and it's just not going to be there. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to defend through this because the Spore Crawler is nearing completion. However, it's not quite there yet. At the same time, we have Bjorn going for a counterattack into the main base. It's diving into the main's mineral line. However, there's just so many Void Rays.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And it would appear that Cuddles let the Spore Crawlers finish. He didn't notice them.
Yeah. I would like to make note of something that was really cool. He knew the Queen was going to die, and so he did 1 more spawn larva inject before it was killed. I think that's a sign of a good player, someone who really gets taking losses but doing the best you can. Really needs to get a transfuse on the Spore Crawler. However, this is a new Queen, so it does not have any energy. And the Queen, oh man, the Queen just barely survives. And it looks like he will be targeting down the hatchery, and he's probably going to get it.
Yeah, this is where not having a tier 1 anti-air unit other than the Queen kind of hurts Zergs a lot. Because, I mean, you can get multiple Queens out and really defend against Void Rays. However, you just take so much damage before you can get those Queens out, because Queens are not the fastest build timing unit. They have, what, a 50-second build time? And that's pretty high for your tier 1 anti-air.
Yeah, and it looks like 2 more Void Rays are coming in trying to do some more damage. This time they will be able to pick off the hatchery. As, oh, well, getting a little too close to the Spore Crawler there, but yes, the hatchery does go down. And so, yeah, Bjorn's in a big world of hurt right now.
Yeah, Cuddles definitely just took the decisive upper hand in this battle. He still has not yet taken his third, which is kind of a surprise, because with Void Rays, you can get those destructible rocks down so fast. However, I would not be surprised if he just went for, like, Sharkborn map control right now. In fact, that's what he should be doing, because there are, like, 5 Overlords just spread out right next to his base, and if he got all those Overlords, Bjorn would be supply blocked and just hurting even more, because he does not have the mineral income he should have at this point in the game.
Yeah, and if you remember, this game was played before the not patch sort of patch thing, so Overlords are a lot slower, and they do not have Overlord speed, so they won't be able to get away from the Void Rays.
Yeah, I don't think that overload speed would really, or the new overload speed would really affect these overloads running away. I mean, it was only what, point 0.1
Right.
speed upgrade. Yeah, that's not that major when you compare it to a Void Ray who has the speed of what, 2.25.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't make a huge difference, but he might be able to get one or two of them to escape, because now he is kind of moving his overlords around, I do see, because he knows these Void Rays are out on the field.
Yeah, and there are those overlords getting sniped as they try to run into his main base, and there's just not enough he can do. There's 6 Void Rays out this that is a frightening amount of Void Rays. And God, they do so much damage so fast.
Spore crawlers are dying super quickly. In fact, there's not really much he has to defend. He is going to be building some Mutalisks once the Spire finishes, but I fear that he'll lose his lair before that happens.
Yeah, just watch that layer tank. Oh my God, a transfuse does go off, but it's just too little, too late. You really need to get those other queens onto that main creep so like just transfuse like 3 or 4 times and just pray to God that the damage from the Void Rays was not enough and that he could manage to put down, you know, his Spore Crawlers in better positions to fight them off. However, now he is really behind, I would describe his position currently, because all he has is Roach Tech right now, and that Roach Tech is going to be disintegrating. I guess he does have a Spire coming up. However, a Spire without a layer and with only one base that you don't have any extractors on is basically not a Spire at all. It kind of just gets useless.
In fact, we see in the income tab that his income has tanked hard, and he has half as many workers as his opponent, so he's in a lot of trouble and a lot of hurt. And now Cuddles is just kind of tech switching to Phoenix and Colossi, getting that Thermal Lance up, so basically he's going for every massive super unit that Protoss has to offer, and there's not really anything that can be done at this point. The Phoenixes are going to help destroy the Mutalisks, and the Colossi will kill all the Zerglings on the ground, and the Void Rays will kill the Roaches. So everything looks like it's about to die.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Bjorn, even though Phoenix Void Ray Colossus is not really the best unit composition. It's definitely better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. However, we do have Bjorn going for a secret third down in the bottom right corner of Tal'Darim. If this is able to complete, it might pull him back into the game, as these secret expansions can help a lot of players. But with something like Void Ray Phoenix, all Cuddles would have to do is send one Phoenix around the map to check for some, you know, things like that, and he would see that base very, very quickly. So it is kind of a risky move.
Yeah. Yeah, and even if that third did finish, I mean, honestly, there's only so much that Cuddles just has such a solid lead right now that Bjorn would need to take like 4 bases and then live on 4 bases for 3 or 4 minutes to get up to the tech level that Cuddles is at, and then he would need to come back and win. It's just, it is really not looking good for Bjorn. Although he does have quite a few Spore Crawlers, and unless Colossus range finishes, that means that everything in this ball is going to be... Oh wait, no, Colossus range finished already.
However, I very much like this move by Bjorn. He's sending some Mutalisks in. Mutalisks are significantly faster than Void Rays, and he doesn't know that there are Phoenixes out yet. And so he can just come in and do some harassment, which is very nice. It'll keep Cuddles away from him. However, Cuddles is kind of like, no, screw that, I'm just going to attack your main. And so he will be moving in, sending his Phoenixes in a little bit too far, as a few of them will go down to the Queens. And now this massive army is just coming in, tearing up the Mutalisks, and getting into Bjorn's natural.
Yeah, the Roaches are trying to come in from the side, but they're getting picked up by Phoenixes. They're getting blasted by Colossi, and they're just getting absolutely destroyed by Void Rays from the sky. And I think this might be game.
Definitely game.
Yep, that is no GG, no re.
Just left, and so good job, team Opportunity. Good job, Cuddles. You are now 4-2, I believe. No, excuse me.
Oh, they're 3-3. Going to the ace match.
Game number 7. Good luck to both teams, and we will see you guys there.